Susan and Mike of Ipswich, Mass. have been dating for 2 years.
We met in a support group for overeaters.
We've both lost over 100 pounds, and that is why we're coming to Extreme Makeover, because we need an extreme makeover.
We're here asking for your help to try and take care of some of the damage that's left over from it. We're looking for things like, I'd like a boob job myself. I'd like to lose mine.
And I'd like to gain mine.
Susan and Mike were meant for each other.
I never thought that I would ever find somebody who would want to be with me. I had always been a chubby kid, a fat teenager, an obese young adult. Being overweight kept me from a romantic social life. I really never dated until I lost weight, and that was not
Being
until
in your
my
early
mid-20s.
20s and just asking people out for the first time.
Mike's story, so similar.
You know, all the time that I was heavy, I thought to myself, God, if I could just lose weight, you know, they'd be just lining up for me. And then when I lost weight, they didn't line up for me. So that was a bit of a downer, but...
Such parallel lives.
We both have October birthdays. He's actually 9 years, 354 days younger than I am. I remember going to bed at night and just saying, make me someone different.
Mike's a tech writer, which allows him to stay out of the public eye.
I'm definitely self-conscious about the way that I look. The profile of my nose really stands out, and you know, if I do anything but stick my chin all the way out, you know, it's almost like I don't have a chin. It all kind of disappears. I have one big neck. I don't have too many wrinkles, but things are sort of melting. I say I'm melting.
We decided to give them both a present.
Well, we've all been gathered for Susan and Mike's birthday, so happy birthday, Susan and Mike. But I know something that they don't know. Ooh. Both Susan and Mike have been chosen for Extreme Makeover.
We'll both have the same surgeon.
I'm about to meet the Dr. Perlman.
I'm nervous. This is major surgery, but I know that I'm in the best of hands.
I have total faith in him.
Hello, Susan. I'm Dr. Perlman. Tell me how I can help you.
Well, doctor,
Just two basic things, my face and my body, Dr. Perlman.
Is that all?
Well,
my nose is probably the most visible. Even though it's hard to see from the front, I think if you look at it from the side, you can really see that it kind of juts out a lot.
I feel like I have some bags under my eyes, and that's probably just age-related. Every time I look in the mirror, I just feel like I'm tired all the time. So I'd like to have that looked at. And perhaps my nose, I feel like I have a big bump in my nose. The angle of my nose kind of bothers me, and I wouldn't mind having that flattened out a little bit.
Now, as I look at the bump here on profile, I think there's some nice room for improvement. We're going to be able to make your nose look much more feminine. Okay. Looks like your nose is pushed off to the left side, too. Has it been broken?
That, yeah. No, my nose has not been broken. I'm just lucky.
Okay. You do have a very strong jawline, except a weak chin. Some droopiness of the skin here, so I think augmenting your chin with a chin implant that we can place through a small incision here would be helpful. Now, when I look at you on profile, your chin is really small compared to the other features and bony structures of your face. Mm-hmm. So I'd like to put in an implant that's going to build up the sides a bit, as well as give you just a little more projection. Are there any issues regarding your body that we should be discussing today, too?
I would love to take off, if whatever we can, for the loose and extra skin that I have here, and the abdomen, and the side, and in the breast area. I'd love to get a boob job. My breasts are really deflated. I have my big padded bra on today, which is great. That's kind of like my uniform. But underneath, I have very small, sort of deflated breasts.
May I?
Sure.
Okay. So you are somewhat droopy and empty, which is very typical of patients who've lost weight. Now, when I look at your stomach, I think a tummy tuck will enable me to remove a large amount of skin and the fat beneath it. Well, I think you're a great candidate to have some work done on your breasts and your stomach. I think they make a great couple. I'm kind of charmed to be able to, or excited to be able to participate in doing something for each of them.
Surgery day begins early.
Well, good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Perlman. It's great to see you.
Nice to see you and your fiancé, Michael.
Yes, that's right. My fiancé. Feeling a little emotional because Mike and I will see each other for a while now, so.
Tilt your head back a little bit, Susan.
I feel badly because I would want to be here, you know, when he goes through surgery tomorrow. Nice to be here.
In 2 stages of surgery, here's how Susan will be transformed. A brow lift, a chin implant, upper and lower eye lift, nose job, facelift, tummy tuck, breast implants,
My plan for Susan is to rebalance her face to some degree. Scalpel. We're making a pocket to place the chin implant to enhance the balance between her chin and her nose. We've now moved down to the upper eyelids, and I've begun by removing the extra skin and fat that surround her eyes. I've now begun Susan's facelift by starting to elevate the skin from the right side of her cheek to trim fat where we need to, tighten muscles a little bit. I think we've refined the profile of her nose very nicely. I'm very satisfied with it. So we're going to do a tummy tuck. Additionally, we're going to do a conservative breast augmentation aimed at achieving a lower C cup. I have to say, if she heals as well as I'm hoping she's going to, we may really have a beauty of a bride.
When the doctor was marking my face, I was thinking all the shows I watched before and all people getting their faces marked up, and I never thought for a second that I'd be here, one of them.
Liposuction will tighten the skin a little bit, but mostly it just takes the padding beneath the skin and thins it, which will help to flatten.
It's really the end of a long journey for me after having lost 110 pounds about 8-9 years ago now.
Have pleasant sleep. We'll take good care of you.
and this is what he gets. A chin implant, nose job, liposuction of the abdomen, chest, hips, and neck.
First, we're going to be doing some liposuction on his body. Trying to get this perfect. He still has some residual fat padding in his chest and in his trunk. Secondly, we're going to be doing some work on his face. Most significantly, take that large bump that he has away and straighten it from the profile view. On top of that, adding the chin implant and taking some of the fat from his neck will be helpful in enhancing his appearance. Do you see any change?
I look like an earthling now.
The tip, like, totally is different. It looks great. I have boobs. It's like somebody else's head on somebody else's body. I haven't had a normal stomach for years, you know?
What a difference 10 days makes. All that loose skin vanished.
It looks great. You know, my stomach is like flat. This has been a real gift. I feel like I'm repairing all this damage and it just feels great.
I don't care if he has two noses when I get to that altar. It won't really matter. I just want to be together.
I want to see what she looks like. I want her to see what I look like.
Susan is about to be revealed
I'm coming.
to the father and mother of the bride.
Hi. Hi, darling. Can I take the veil up?
Yep.
Oh my goodness, Susan. Oh my gosh.
Honey.
When her groom lifts the veil, it will be the first time they have seen each other since before their extreme makeover.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes our bride.
You are so beautiful. There's no hope of composure when I saw her because she's just so beautiful and I love her so much and I've missed her so much and I could just feel my body just shaking. I was so moved.
I think he looks great. I thought he looked great before.
And as their wedding gifts from Extreme Makeover, Susan received a facelift, an upper and lower eyelid lift, brow lift, nose job, a chin implant, larger breasts from an A to a C cup, tummy tuck, 17 Da Vinci porcelain veneers, and LASIK eye surgery. And Mike got a nose job, fat pads removed from cheeks, fat injections to the cheekbones, a chin implant, liposuction of chest and abdomen, breast reduction, hair lasered from his back, 6 Da Vinci veneers, and LASIK eye surgery. They also received...
We've made an amends to ourselves, to our bodies, to the mistakes that we made in the past. But we needed help to get the rest of the way. And we were given that gift here.